I had this cousin, Clara, who was like a sister to me, or so I thought. We grew up together, shared secrets, dreams, everything. When I started dating Mark, he was perfect, kind, funny. And he adored me. I introduced him to Clara, thinking my two favorite people would get along great, and they did, maybe a little too great. Clara started spending a lot of time with us. At first, it was fun, like a little trio. But then, things started to feel off. Mark became distant, questioning things I'd supposedly said or done. He'd bring up conversations I never had, places I'd never been. I was so confused. He'd say, "Clara told me you said you felt suffocated," or "Clara mentioned you a scene with your ex." None of it was true. I confronted Clara, and she'd just laugh it off, saying Mark must have misunderstood her. She'd play the innocent, concerned cousin, telling me she was just trying to help our relationship. The arguments with Mark got worse. My denial sounded like lies against Clara's well-meaning reports. He couldn't see the manipulation. He believed her over me. One day, it all came to a head. A massive fight, fueled by another one of Clara's fabrications, and he ended it. He said he couldn't trust me anymore. I was shattered. My heart wasn't just broken. It was pulverized, and the worst part, Clara was right there, comforting me. All while I knew she was the one who had orchestrated my pain. Losing Mark was one of the hardest things I've ever been through. For months I was a wreck. I cut Clara out of my life completely, which was a painful but necessary step. It was during this time, while picking up the pieces of my life, that I truly focused on myself. I poured my energy into my career, my hobbies, and my real friends. Slowly, I started to heal. I learned to be happy on my own again. Then, about a year later, I met Leo. He was different from Mark. Calmer, more observant, and incredibly supportive. He saw me for who I was, and he built me up. We took things slow, and our connection grew into a deep, trusting love that I had only dreamed of. He made me feel safe. One evening, out of the blue, Mark called me. His voice was trembling. He told me he'd run into a mutual friend who had accidentally exposed all of Clara's lies. He'd found out that Clara had a long-standing jealousy towards me and had systematically